Hey future doctors, today we are going to see about amyloidosis. So this is a very important question which came as SAQ or LAQ. So what do you mean by amyloid? It is a fibrillar protein which is deposited into the extracellular space in the various tissues as well as organs of the body in variety of clinical conditions. Now we are going to see about forms of amyloid. So there are two types of amyloid, that is of physical nature and chemical nature. Now in physical nature, all type of amyloid, they are composed of non-branching fibrils, and each fibril it consists of beta-plated sheet and it is made up of polypeptide chain. Next is chemical nature. So 95% it is made up of amyloid material and 5% it is made up of other material. So this was all about forms of amyloid. Now we are going to see about pathogenesis. Amyloidosis, it is a disorder of misfolding or abnormal folding of proteins. Normally the misfolded protein are degraded by macrophages, but in amyloidosis there is a failure of control mechanism. So it will exceed degradation as well as it will accumulate outside the cell. The next topic is pathologic effect. So pressure on the adjacent normal cell as well as deposition in the blood vessel wall. So these are two things which will occur due to amyloidosis. So first is pressure on adjacent normal cell. So basically if this is normal cell and this is also normal cell, here it will deposit and which will lead to atrophy of the cell. It means the cell will become smaller in size. The next is deposition in the blood vessel wall. So it will narrow the lumen, as if this is a blood vessel, here it will deposit. It will narrow the lumen and this will lead to ischemic diseases. The next topic is biochemical forms of amyloid, that is major and minor. First is production of abnormal amount of normal protein. So there are two things. First is unknown, that is carcinogen, and second is chronic inflammation. So in unknown, there will be monoclonal proliferation of B lymphocyte. So basically this B lymphocyte, it will make plasma cells. But as we know that this is a normal phenomena. As plasma cell, it will form light chain as well as heavy chain. But here there is an error. Here only light chain will be formed. Then more and more light chain will be formed. There will be the incomplete breakdown which will lead to amyloidosis. Here there will be the formation of AL protein. Now what do you mean by AL protein? So it is amyloid light chain. The next is chronic inflammation. So in normal case there is activation of macrophage, it will release interleukins and then it will go to liver which will synthesize SAA protein. But in this case there will be the chronic inflammation which will lead to increased interleukins. This will lead to increased synthesis of SAA. Now what do you mean by SAA? It is a serum associated amyloid protein. Synthesis of SAA, increased synthesis, it will lead to incomplete breakdown which will lead to amyloidosis. Here the protein formed, it is AA type. It means associated amyloid, and here it was formed AL. Now we are going to see about what is AA and AL. So first is AL, that is amyloid light chain protein. In multiple myeloma, here the light chains are produced by plasma cells and this is called primary amyloidosis. The next is AA type, that is amyloid associated protein. This is known as secondary amyloidosis. It is associated with the chronic inflammation and it is derived from SAA protein, that is serum amyloid associated protein, which is synthesized by liver. And increased synthesis, it will occur due to inflammation. So this was all about AA and AL type of protein. Now type fibril protein and associated diseases. So first type is systemic amyloidosis. First is immunocyte decreases with amyloidosis, that is primary amyloidosis. Here the protein will be AL type. It will be seen in multiple myeloma. The next is reactive systemic amyloidosis. So here AA protein will be formed and it will be seen in chronic inflammatory processes. The next is hemodialysis associated amyloidosis. Here the protein formed is A beta 2M and it will be seen in chronic renal failure. The next is hereditary amyloidosis. So here first is family Mediterranean fever. AA protein will be seen. Familial amyloidotic neuropathies, in this ATTR will be present, as well as systemic senile amyloidosis, it will be also ATTR. And third one is localized amyloidosis. So first is senile cerebral beta will be formed, it will be seen in Alzheimer's diseases. Then endocrine, here first is thyroid, ACAL, medullary carcinoma, and islets of Langerhans, AIAAP, it will be seen in diabetes 2. This was all about pathogenesis of amyloidosis. Now we are going to see about morphology. So main organ involved in this are amyloidosis, it occurs in heart, GIT, respiratory tract, and secondary amyloidosis, it occurs in kidney, liver, and spleen. Then here are some gross features. If large amount is accumulated, it will become firm, waxy, and enlarged. If the surface is cut and we add iodine on that, it will turn yellow. Then yellow color surface with the sulfuric acid, it will turn blue. Then microscopic features. So first is H&E stain. It will become amorphous, ionophilic, then hyaline and glassy. Then most important stain is Congo red stain. Here it will look like light microscope, it will look like salmon pink red, and polarizing microscope it will look like apple green. The next is Alcian blue. It will appear like blue color, and PAS, this is also one type of stain in which it will appear pink. Now major organ morphology. So first is kidney. In early stages it will in normal color and size, but in advanced stages it will shrunk due to ischemia. Of deposition in the kidney is glomeruli. There will be the thickening of glomerular basement membrane. Next organ is liver. It will become enlarged, and in advanced stages it will become pale, grey, and waxy. Then the third but most important, that is spleen. It will have two different patterns. First is sago spleen and second is Laurasia spleen. So in sago spleen, the amyloid will deposit and it will appear like sago, and microscopically the amyloid deposits in the wall of arterioles. As well as the sago spleen, it will deposit in a white pulp of spleen. And second is larger spleen, it will deposit in red pulp and there will be enlargement of spleen. So this was all about amyloidosis.